Despite half the world's population being born with a clitoris, up until recently, this gland was a very understudied and misunderstood organ. So why is the clitoris so taboo? Why has it taken scientists so long to gain an interest and to understand this important gland? And why is it that it wasn't until 2009 that someone actually took the initiative to scan this gland and to fully understand the layout, structure, and function of this important part of our anatomy? This is Ashley with Up-Level Love and a little bit of Wednesday Wisdom. And today I'm going to be talking about our clitorises, how they really look, what the layout is of them, how they fully function to give you the information that you might have never had before. Okay, so let's talk about this beauty. This is a clitoris, and if you didn't know that this is what your clitoris looked like, you're not alone. Most women don't, and I certainly didn't until I started to study this. So the layout of this organ is super important to understand. This is the head of this gland. It is the only part that protrudes, that you can see when you look at your vulva, that you touch and stroke, and it is just packed full of nerves, and it extends up a little bit when you're excited, and then the clitoral hood, that skin that's over it, kind of comes back a little bit. So this is a very important part of your clitoris to understand and know. But it's not the only part, because it's all really important. So this is the body that comes down into the bulbs. Now the bulbs run down on both sides of the internal part of your vagina. So if you were to take the skin away from the inside walls of your vagina, you would see these bulbs. And these bulbs are made up of erectile tissue. And so they fill up with blood and they expand when you are aroused and turned on. So it's a very, very important part of this anatomy. They are completely internal, but they are really there for your pleasure. So that's why penetration can feel good, or even grinding, because you are stimulating and activating the bulbs of the clitoris, and then they are expanding to give you even more pleasure. They feel absolutely delicious. Very important to understand. Popular culture and pornographic material often depict the female orgasm as being solely achievable through penetration alone. But science tells a different story, as most of us understand. In a study of over 1,000 women ranging in ages from 18 to 94, only 18.4% of women reported that intercourse alone was enough to achieve orgasm. 36.6% of women reported that clitoral stimulation was a necessary part of them reaching orgasm during intercourse. And another 36% indicated that while they didn't need clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm, it was really helpful and it made their orgasms feel a lot better. So researchers have found that most women will only achieve orgasm when the clitoris, or more specifically the glands of the clitoris, are also stimulated. Sex educator and researcher Emily Nagoski, who wrote Come As You Are, which I highly recommend, refers to the clitoris as the grand central station of sensation and pleasure. Research has found that the only purpose that the clitoris has is for pleasure. It's absolutely amazing. And yet we've had this hyper focus on reproduction in the scientific fields around sexual health. And so it is literally laid kind of dormant. They haven't done the research. It's almost felt embarrassing for scientists to understand it, study it, and discuss it. So it has really been a detriment to women in not understanding the full potential of their bodies and their pleasure. So reclaiming the clitoris, understanding this important and amazing gland is such an important part of your understanding of your body, having a healthy relationship to pleasure and connection as you get to fully embrace this beautiful gland. So this has been so fun to share with you. There's so much more. I look forward to sharing more. And if you like this content, I encourage you to hop over to Up-Level Love on YouTube and subscribe there, where you get to see all sorts of fun and amazing videos. Aloha for now.